It's power 4, right? When this dies or is put into exile, its power is 4. Put a counter on this. Artifact you control, and this enters. Yeah, I mean, I gotta go at 8, so who knows how much time I actually have. But the fabled Wednesday stream, I know. I can't be stuck in the deck builder for an hour. Do, do, do. I'm Eastern. I'm West. I guess all the work cards? Midwest gang doesn't approve? Well, only the coasts exist. If it doesn't touch the ocean, you're not real. I think I just have to play all the work cards, even though some of them are like really bad. I don't really make any tokens, so I don't know how excited I am about this random card. It doesn't leave behind anything. Oh, let me... You touch the world's largest freshwater lake? I've never seen it, so I can't confirm if it's real. Oh, look at that. That was easy. That was easy. Oop. I can flicker my own warp cards with the bunny. Huh? Semester's end. Whatever. We could actually unironically play Soren. It's only creatures. This exiles itself. So does Obsidat. Alright. Whenever something dies, return it to your hand. If a creature, an opponent would die, it gets exiled. Alright, so your stuff gets bounced to your hand. I like this card. It is egregiously slow. Maybe it's fine. What's this one do? Create a token that's a copy of something that was a legendary. Alright. This is probably never happening. I kind of just refuse to play this. I really don't think these are good at all. Is it non-tokens? No, it's not. So technically I can make 1/1s. This is, again, egregiously slow and probably not a good idea, but it's in there. What about you? Attacked with 2 or more creatures. That might actually be a thing. Malakir Rebirth. I guess Awakening. I see Fel the Profane all the time. Maybe I should play it myself for once. Are we Ancient Tombing? There's almost no deck on Earth that doesn't run Ancient Tomb, I think. So, we all run it now. Probably Gemstone as well, honestly. What does Perpetual do? All creatures you own. You get... Okay. Seek. Okay. Creatures you control. This is wild. I mean, I guess. I guess so. Have enough rares? I might not have enough rares for all these. Okay, I do so far. Yeah, that works too. I suppose that works too. You've strip mine locked 2 people? How do you strip mine lock people? You can only... How are you like Oh, just reanimating strip mine. Right. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, the website that I upload my deck list to is broken. It's just broken. It is just broken. Yeah, White Tree. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, Oscillate Pride, of course. I did pull a Black Overlord, so I have that now. Oh yeah, you can Pock strip mine. This format's fun. Yeah. Gain a second main phase, gain 4 more life. This has text on it. It is a weird 3-drop though. Bum 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 bum. Ba ba da dum bum ba da dum bum. Phyrexian Scriptures is actually kind of interesting too. So is Rite of Oblivion. Sacking my own creatures is kind of interesting. How many creatures do I have? I need more creatures. I need substantially more creatures, actually. Like, a lot more. Like, exclusively creatures. a score? Ilcore? Whenever another creature you control enters in life, whenever something dies, opponent loses life. Sure. Technically, Ketramos has text on it. Technically. I guess Grief and Subtlety. What about this? Power 1? Not really that exciting. Not really that exciting. Oh, these. I don't really like the cheat deaths too much. Maybe it's good enough. Don't really like those that much, though. Oh, well. You have to get back to me on that, because that's not a real card. Oh, wait. I typed it wrong. More than your starting life total? No. I don't want to sack creatures to do nothing. I'd rather have my sack outlets be useful. Do I want Giver of Runes? Probably. Like, Skrelv is okay. Yeah, they're fine. Three mana mono white mythic that tutors. This thing? Yeah, I think you're talking about that one. We already have one of these. I guess the second one is fine. I don't know, I'm not... Oh, who doesn't like a 1/1 counter? Still need more creatures, though. Adeline is interesting, maybe? So is Boromir. I think so. I think we can... I don't think we can't consistently draw from that, so... Who doesn't like Skyclave Apparition? Voice of Victory? These are... Is it non-token? I already went over that. It's not. So, yeah, that works. Mobilize is a text word with things. Ugh. That's all we have. Rip. Ugh. They're all so just not exciting at all. I guess Avenger of the Fallen is okay. Which means Ophiomancer. Jadar. Did I not put swords in here? Alright, what's completely unreasonable? Oh wait, I didn't look at every warp card. Haste can cast it for warp using its graveyard ability. So, like, okay. This is funny, but it's really bad though. I mean, it kind of works. It sets up your commander on turn 3. So, maybe. And it's a new card. Alright, that's actually a healthy amount of new card. I'm going to take out that. I should probably just not run this because it's that bad, but I don't know. Same with this. It costs too much mana. Phyrexian Scriptures is a little weird now that we have more creatures. I really don't want to sacrifice my creatures. Okay, this is terrible. That's just terrible. I don't care if it's a new card. It's awful. Is Sephiroth life gain or death? Okay, it's dying. So it cannot really flip. And I really don't like sacking my creatures. I'm not sure why I want to do that. Let's see. This enters or attacks. You sack a creature. I want more reanimate spells, such as, but not limited to, reanimate. I don't think Sephiroth is right here. Maybe it's okay. I don't know if I want this. Maybe? Return creature yard. I'd play reanimate before I play this. But yeah, that's one of them. What? Put a creature card from the... Not return. Fascinating. Maybe no Boromir, actually. Do I want those cards? I kinda do. Yeah, we want... I don't know how many. What does this do? So this is sort of doing it multiple times. I can probably avoid that kind of card, though. Oh yeah, Unearth is just the better version of Helping Hand. Okay. Okay. I still don't like Sephiroth. Nope, I don't like it. You had some pepperoni pizza and now you have heartburn? Why'd you do that to yourself, buddy? It's not kosher. I had pepperoni pizza yesterday, but I did not get heartburn. I don't get heartburn normally, though. I used to get acid reflux, which I don't get anymore. That was like 10 years ago. I had it for the first third of my life, and then it went away. Castle Ardenvale is actually just not good. I'm gonna run a Plains. Actually, maybe I should run a Swamp. No, Plains is fine. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You take a pill for acid reflux? I took some weird steroid when I was a kid for some sickness. It was like really bad pneumonia. I can't remember. But whatever that medication was, I think it was a steroid. I never had acid reflux again after that moment. It was the weirdest thing. It like cured it. I never got it again. I don't take any medication. Other than vodka. Maybe it's the vodka. Obsidian is also... I mean, it's cool, but it's, it costs 5. Costs 5. Maybe I don't run Reanimate. No, that's weird. Why would I not run Reanimate? What is Honor doing? You put a counter and draw a card. Alright, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't hate it, don't need it. Lurrus? Do I have enough for Lurrus? Probably. Probably have enough to actually run that. You can just replace Helping Hand with Lurrus? No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, Lurrus works. I think. Eh. 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 Oh. No, just please. Please. No. Oh my. Where is it? No, no. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Soul Shredder? Doesn't exist. Yeah, okay. It's got text on it, I guess. Kami, Grazer, Letter Elves? True. True. Could do that. Could do that. I think I'd probably play, like... Probably play Chain to the Rocks first, though. And then the Kami. And I'm not playing Chain yet. But Chain to the Rocks is certainly an idea. Well, I gotta take out 3 cards, so... Maybe I have too many flicker effects. Yeah, I'm streaming early because I have to go in 2 hours. I also normally don't stream on Wednesdays anyways. I'm not taking out lands. Alright, everything is viable. So, what's the worst thing. This is, okay. Maybe the random 2-minute flickers. What's more important than playing video games? Playing other video games. That's what's more important. Yeah, everything is fine, which means something has to die. We must cull the weak. What's Scroll Shift doing? Exile something, return it, draw. And now this draws a card, but it costs 3. I'm gonna not run that because it costs 3. Noctumen? Is that a card in my deck? Oh, it is. Okay. Couldn't have told you that. All creatures you own. Is this owning is only in play, or is that not in play? What does owning mean? I don't know what owning means. Like, if your opponent has it, is it your commander as well? If it's, like, blanket ownership, then this is fine. I think it's fine. Like, command zone, exile, graveyard, library, hand, then, like, it's good. But if it's not, then I don't like it. But I'm being told it is, so it's fine. Boom, 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 boom. Only your stuff? That doesn't answer my question. The stuff in play? If it's only the stuff in play, then I don't like it. Okay, we'll take out Adeline. That doesn't really do much. I mean, it makes tokens. It makes tokens. It can just win, but we've been there, we've done that. I hate how Obzadot might have to not be here for this. I don't know, I'm willing to play Obzadot until he disappoints me. Inevitably disappoints me. Send a land, get rid of a land and send it. We actually have an above average MDFC count. I didn't think of that. Enough life gain for Sorin? I don't really care if it flips. So yes. Alright, we'll send it like this. I gotta get going. We can't do our 90-minute LARP in the intro and act like I have deck choices for an hour. Alright, we're here with a new commander. Yay. 2 mana 2/2, Vigilance Menace. Whenever a creature you control dies or is put into exile, put a counter on this and you gain a life. So it's doing kind of its own thing in black and white. It's ideally wants to flicker stuff. Oh, let me finish reading it. Okay. When this dies or is put in exile, where its power is 4 or greater, you get a Vindicate, essentially, or Maelstrom Pulse, whatever. It can blow up a non-land permanent. That's pretty neat. So cheap death effects are ideal, especially ones that put this with more power, right? I don't think they're crazy, but sure, this like works. You put it here, it dies for free, and then you blow something up. And then, without, doing the top part. Flickering your other creatures works. Ketramos is an ideal situation, right? If Ketramos likes it, maybe this also would like it. It's not indestructible. The warp cards work with it. Surprise, surprise. So we're running some warp cards. I'm not going to read them all. There are some others that you could run that I think are just maybe not good enough. I mean, these are not really great at all, but they're new and they have the warp mechanic, which flickers things. Just flickers itself for essentially free. So they're alright, but I'm not crazy about them. Obsidian flickers itself. Tessa flickers itself. So all that kind of stuff going on. Things dying counts as well. It doesn't have to just get flickered or exiled. You can also just have it die. I don't really like sacking my own creatures, though. I'd still like to actually present some way to kill my opponent, and I don't think we're quite on the Sephiroth line of sacking my creatures to kill my opponent. It's probably some way to do that, right? But you do got to make room for all of these ideas. So, what is it? Mobilize makes tokens. This does say it doesn't say non-token, so you can sacrifice tokens. So there's like a token side to this that could actually be really crazy. Maybe Elspeth is actually just good. And yep, that's it. That's it. We don't have time. We don't have time to dilly-dally. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm burning 3 rares. Let's do it. Look at that. Got an achievement. Worth it. What's our quest? Red and green. Rip. It's 750 at least. Oh man, a day late. Can't do it. Can't do it. Discard spells are good. Tokens are okay. Maybe the Sephiroth sack package is somewhat fine. There's a bunch of cards here. I think there's well over 150 cards you can play. That's a good sign. Any broken cards? No broken cards. Can we keep an honest hand? I don't know. Is this the steals your stuff Grixis or the good Grixis? We'll find out. Tune in next time. I'm always playing this. I don't care about Wash Away. If you have Wash Away, congratulations. Night stuff? What do you mean? Do I warp this? No, I think I actually just legitimately cast it. I'm just gonna cast it. I'm just gonna cast it. I think that's fine. I think that's okay. Well, we didn't lose on turn 2 in our first game. I suppose we'll take it. We take those. It was not Mana Drain. I mean, I can just recast this, so... bloop. This does not look like the Steal Your Stuff one, which is bad news. Because that one usually is a bit worse. I have no idea what you take. Beats me. Sure. Alright, infinite removal and answers. You got it. Literally infinite removal, infinite answers. Alright. Okay. Nice. We always hitting a land drop too? Yep. Land drop answer, land drop answer. Love it. Opponent waited to end step for whatever reason. Land drop answer, land drop answer, land drop answer. Nice. I can't exile that. Let's name human. And then probably lose. Also, hello. Okay, I'm not convinced I'm winning this, and I'm also not convinced my opponent has to actually think that long. It's probably pretty easy. I'm gonna make the choice for them. Land drop answer, land drop answer, land drop answer. At least it wasn't Mana Drain. Imagine we had Oscillate Pride on turn 1. Could you imagine? Imagine a format where people could play this turn 1, and it didn't just win the game on its own. Alright, there's some kind of castable spell. Alright, looks like Mox again. Is that what that is? Okay, it looks like they actually do have Mox. As every VV player I play against does. Alright, that's actually a bit surprising. I was not expecting that. So... Felia... No, we just play... Actually, maybe I just play this. Yeah, we just play this and I can leave up swords. That way if they do have Mox, which I'm fairly certain they do, I don't lose. Okay. I leave up these two, right? Yeah, I would say so. You don't like that lightning bolt art? It's kind of weird. I don't see lightning bolt in it. It's just like art that is from Final Fantasy that I guess, I don't know, it's a very strange art for a lightning bolt. Very strange. I think the Brainstorm is also very strange, to be honest. Oh look, it's a Mox. No way. Didn't see that coming. I mean, you either do or you don't have it. There you go. Rocket science. Okay. Now I just lose, because they untap with VV, unless I draw a removal spell. Okay. I don't know what you want from me. None of this does anything? I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't think anything matters, but I can just pretend like it does, I guess. This is better than nothing. They can't necessarily kill my commander? I don't know. I guess. They can't kill my commander? Does VV even care? I feel like it doesn't care about anything. So... I mean, they can't swing at me. They have to specifically bounce... Okay, they didn't do that. I was gonna say they have to specifically bounce my commander. I can't believe that just worked. I can't believe that. That seems like that should not have happened. But it happened, I guess. That just doesn't seem right to me. Okay, well... I don't know if they just had nothing, or they just thought that was an idea that was worth pursuing. But we have that again, I guess. But my opponent's probably going to be a little bit more cognizant of it. They can't double block. Ophiomancer or just this thing? I think more stats is just fine. Yeah, just for the sake of casting more cards, I should just do this. They can't block, so... They have specifically the very expensive version of Curiosity in play, so... I can blink my commander. Oh! Crap. You're right. I could have flickered my commander. Alright, that would have been a very good idea. Alright, we blundered. That would have been a good idea. That would have been a good idea. I don't know if they're quite in the I must block your stuff department, but we're gonna send everything? Block, block. The blocks are free, though. The blocks are free. There's no reason to give them the free blocks. I don't see a reason to do that. I think there's a counter spell, but I can't play around anything. There's nothing I can do. There's just nothing I can do. So. That's the best card of the game. Nice, nice. Love it. So they have to kill me, essentially, I think. What? Why? Okay. Sure. Yep. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright, there was a misplay. The teleportation circle should have been in play instead of the stats, but it looks like the stats ended up winning the game with the attack, so... But, wow. That's nuts. That's a Nezahal. I can't believe that. That's insane. Alright, we take those. I shouldn't have won that game. I had no business winning that. My opponent should uninstall. I would uninstall. That's crazy. I don't know. Back to the drawing board. I mean, Nezahal, you know. Nezahal. VV doesn't understand. Yeah, I guess. The VV player doesn't know how combat works. That's true. My opponent probably blundered when they threw VV in my face, and then I blundered back with the teleportation circle. So, alright, it evens itself out. I don't feel as bad about making my mistake. Although, again, maybe it wasn't a mistake, because the stats of the Ophiomancer and stuff actually mattered. So I don't know if it was like a complete and utter mistake there. It did matter. Wow, that's Tergrid. Tergrid is tier 1, I think, actually. I think that is a bracket 5 commander. Okay. I don't really have a good gemstone. Well, I kind of do, but not really. Not really, no. I also maybe don't like this hand at all anyways. I feel like I kind of don't like this hand. Swords is good, though. I would say this is not a gemstone hand, is the main thing. Maybe just because I don't care, I'll just do it. Maybe I'll do whatever. Yeah, we stole the first turn, essentially, with the gemstone, so I guess I'll just play this in turn 2. Of course it dies immediately. Fascinating. Let's play you. Yeah, this is a bracket 5 commander. Dark Ritual actually is kind of cool here. I like that. Dark Ritual, Obsidat, pretend like it matters. I love it. I will most assuredly cheat death this. Yeah, Turgid plays against Keenan and Sithis. That's actually why my opponent's playing this card specifically, is because their deck plays against Sithis, and Mono Black wants a way to sack enchantments. This is actually a really good example of cards that are only played in Tier 1. And here they are being played in Tier 1. It's a Tier 1 exclusive usually. Because otherwise it's not a very good card. It's not bad, but it's not great. Alright, well, I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'll just keep casting cards and act like things matter. So, do I even cast this whenever this thing goes... I kind of feel pathetic about doing nothing, but this really isn't... This is essentially doing nothing if I cast it, so I'll just accept that I don't have anything. Okay, I did not expect my opponent to play that side of Turgid, but they did, so yeah, I'm going to kill it. I mean, eventually I'll get to play the game. Surely. Removal, 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 removal. But I'm sure I'll play eventually. It's bound to happen. Removal. I know the last card in hand is not a land. So... Oh, look, removal. Wow. That's insane. No way. I'm not gonna flicker this for no reason. Sure. I will Swords that. Opponent does not do that. Yep, we're gonna Swords here. Again, it's not a land, so we have text.
Oh, look, they top decked a removal spell. Crazy. That's not a removal spell, opponent. You made a mistake. I guess I just... put this on my opponent's card? Like that? Oh, look, removal. No way. So, I sack the Stalker? No, I gotta sack the Grief. Yeah, I have to sacrifice this. Okay. They have drawn all removal. Like, literally mono removal. Ancient Tomb. That lets me cast this. It's not accomplishing much. Maybe I should just Minas Tirith. No, I'm going to cast this. I'm just going to cast it again because I want to. But there's no real attack, really? There really isn't an attack here. No, there just isn't. Okay. They didn't top deck a removal spell. Oh, opponent, misplaced city. Alright, Skrelv is interesting. I mean, 2 sweepers have already been cast. Let's swing... It's 2 or more, right? 2 more creatures, alright. So we can swing safely with these 2. There's no reason not to exchange. Yeah, they just gain 2. And then do that. Okay. Name human. Doesn't really matter. Oh, wait. Someone brought it to my attention. I can name clown. I'm gonna name clown. Oh, I've been provided a new weapon, and I'm going to use it. Okay. Sure, we can... No, doing that pre-combat doesn't really do anything. Alright. I guess I can swing with these 3. Yeah, I can swing with 3 cards now. I can do this, because of the Skrelv. Attacks a creature of their choice, then gains life equal to its toughness. Okay. Doesn't that just grow my commander? Chrome Mox. Not really that great. Let's play you for real. I draw another card. I mean, I'm outdrawing the mono removal deck, and they're just top deck. If they only top deck 1 removal a turn, I'm going to outpace that. Target reels their hand, you choose something. They did gift me a card. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. They probably take Ophiomancer, because they, like, have to. Yeah, they have to take Ophiomancer. They have to. To which I say, get totally wrecked. Thank you. Oh, I love bullying tier 1 decks. Look at that. There's no way I Fatal Push. There's no way. I wonder if swinging with the 2/3 is even right. I think it is. I think it is. Charming Prince. Yeah, why not? It's got text on it. Let's bounce you. This should draw me a card, right? Oh, maybe it doesn't, because this returns an end step. Yeah, I don't think I draw a card here. Oh, wait, do I? No, I don't. Alright, that doesn't work. Tragic. Probably would have scryed 2 then if I knew. Okay, that doesn't matter. Alright, we just totally schmeeded the Turgid player who played, well, we'll have to count after, but an immense amount of stuff. And I can Fatal Push the Murderous Rider. Oh, whoops, I gave him a land. Ah, who cares? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's also a fetch land that they'd have to lose a life to use, so maybe they can't use it anyways. I'm also at 40 life. So swing, block there, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, they're dead. Get trampled. Look at that. We just beat a tier 1 bracket 5 commander. Apparently it thinks I'm Ketramos for some reason. Now, to be fair, I did beat it, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is 1 for 1. That was discarded. 5, 6. Oh, that was discarded too. These were griefed. These were double griefed. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it 8 removal spells? It's not tier 1 anymore? Okay, that's fair enough. Well, my opponent didn't get the memo. Again, the only time you play this in black decks is if you're in bracket 5. So you can deal with enchantment-based strategies, mostly Scythus. But outside of that, you just don't play this card, like ever. So I would assume my opponent's playing the same deck, like the same 99 that they had in bracket 5. But yeah, that's why you would play this? Okay. I didn't call anyone a clown, what do you mean? I have clowns in my deck. This changelings. What are you talking about? It's not an emote, it's a creature type. Also, I think I just got a pack. Oh yeah, the achievement I got too. Boop. I actually kind of like that one. That one's kind of neat. They ran all the removal that we saw, and some that we probably didn't. The fact that they drew that much probably means they have 33 removal spells, maybe? Without card advantage, it's not gonna get there. I haven't looked at these in a while. Alright, we don't need greatness at any cost. That's not even toxic. You can disable the classic ones. I don't know why they even let you disable the classic ones when you can't replace... I don't think you can replace the classic ones. So it's like you either just run them for free or you don't for whatever reason. The loading tip told me about the set code EOE, but not the one that's invisible, which I think is EOC. It's like I don't need the set code of the one I can click. I need it for the ones that don't exist. Alright, this is the Wooburg thing. I haven't played against it yet. I would assume it's just 5-color good stuff pile, but maybe it isn't. I don't know. That makes me think it's doing something interesting, I guess. Also, I didn't have to play this turn 1. Fatal Push now looks awkward. Yeah, I did not have to play this turn 1. I'm just used to doing that. Alright, looks like it was a rather massive mistake. But, alright. I'll just eat it. I'll eat it. Should have Fatal Pushed. Hopefully it doesn't cost me the game. But that's obviously a tremendously terrible thing I did. Alright, well, they didn't have double white. I gave them double white. Definitely feeling the mistake. Okay, Roxanne feels incredibly close to losing immediately. Yeah, we're gonna cast Jadar and Fatal Push. And then just lose to Roxanne, I guess. I mean, I can kill it. And maybe it doesn't kill my commander? Yeah, alright, maybe we're not totally screwed. Well, you have to do it now. Okay, they just want to block. We're gonna ephemerate. So we do this. The block is free. I need mana. Oh wow, they didn't block. Wow. Really? Huh. Oh, we take those. Okay, well, that's not a green source. That is not a green source. Interesting. Because it's an edict? Alright, sure. Fine. Tergrid can run edicts. I don't agree, but yeah, that does make logical sense. When this dies, you make a 1-2 and a 2-1. Lifelink, Death Touch. So it's a baby worm coil. It actually says that on the art. And the text box there. Block and ephemerate, so I can draw cards and do stuff. I think at this point I just have to, like, cast my cards if I aim to win this game. I think it's always right to swing. Even without the... Okay, lands, please, game, please. Okay. I can't go for the throat this. I can flicker the Nettlesys token. I don't really know what that does. I really don't have any good prospects here, actually. Okay. And I think I just pass, because life is pain. Yeah, I didn't draw a land. I need lands. Do we have a green source now? We didn't last turn. I would assume they would have played it immediately. Okay, they didn't draw one, I guess. That's a problem I have no answer to. Yeah, I have no answer to that. Oh, wait. My commander's an answer to that. And they're letting me do it. Okay. I put this to the command zone. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do this. I'm gonna kill the nettle cyst. Maybe I should have done it now. I missed my window. This is a sorcery, right? Okay, they stationed in an order that lets me get away with this, where I otherwise probably shouldn't have been able to do that. So we'll take that opportunity. Okay, there we go. We drew a land. I don't know if I'm recasting my commander. Kind of feel like I shouldn't here. Yeah, I probably shouldn't because it dies to my opponent's cards. So we'll play this because it doesn't die to my opponent's cards. Oh, I could have blinked and killed? You're right. Yeah, I could have done that. This is the second time we did that. That's the second time I've let it die for no reason. Alright. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to throw. I'm doing my best. Look, all I want to do is see more cards from my opponent's deck. That's what I actually want to do. That's why we're doing the things we're doing. Cursed Mirror. Have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield. My opponent doesn't utilize... I think I should actually flicker this. Because them targeting my stuff, I don't care, right? Yeah, like you can have a voice. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I just don't want you to have a another one of those worm coils. They are attacking me. Okay. Thought they might use it as a blocker or crew the thingy. Oh right, they don't have to have it a blocker. I didn't actually answer the worm coil. Never mind. Didn't actually genuinely answer it. Okay, gemstone. We play Tissa? It's another thing that's like really problematic. Maybe I should just play this though. Okay, we're gonna try to put this back into play and act like we didn't throw. If it died to my opponent's thing, we wouldn't do this. That's a problem. That is a problem. I like the no attack. This spectacle is hilarious here. They yet again didn't crew. Interesting. I think I need to play that as a land. Yeah, I just have to play it as a land. We're always playing this. We shall swing with the zombie. My opponent gains a ton of life, but I think I incur advantage when this zombie dies, because again, life total doesn't really matter in the long run. Right? It's more of just winning the board than anything else, really, so... Yeah, it's just about winning the board. This does not have Death Touch. They did not find green. Still. Baleful Strix, that's not great. That's not great to see. They missed the double block? Yeah, I guess to be fair, I suppose that's true. Other artifact creatures you control get this. Okay, that is a huge problem. I have to flicker my commander now. Sure. They crewed specifically one off. Okay. I mean, they don't have any legendaries. It's not like that's doing anything, but still. So I flicker my commander now? I think I do, right? So here... Oh, it's Menace. Here. Okay. I'm gonna blow up the thing that's scary in stats. Ophiomancer is a problem. They have to basically Roxanne this first. I will play that. He also tapped out. Swing with everything, right? Correct. And pass. Commander's back on the right stats here. We have the Death Touch token. This is nuts. Sure. Does that fly? It does. So, exile any number of creatures you control, return the battlefield in your control. You know, makes sense. So, okay, Ward. Ward is pay 16. That's not going to happen. Alright, go to blocks. We block here, here, here. They did not swing with this. And there's no reason to block with that. Okay. Eerie Interlude. You for no reason? Sure. Decline. Before I don't do that. Let's blow this thing up. I'm okay with that. I could have blown up the spaceship, but this is fine as well. Oh, the engines. Look at them turn. Look at us get there. Cavern. We can play you. I think I can just warp this. Correct. Put a counter on that. Play this, naming human. Yeah, we're still going to name human. My opponent is a 5-color deck. Can't forget that. Oh, shoot. We don't have white mana. Crap. We don't have white mana. We don't have white mana. Mistakes have been made. Huge mistakes have been made, actually. I should have this. Oh, they did play green mana. They have green mana. It was just tapped. I didn't notice. Dune Drifter for 2. What does that do? Sure. Or Dune... Wait, what did they do it for? They did it for 7? Okay. I feel like Roxanne might... No, the Phyrexian Fleshgorger is fine. That's fine. Ophiomancer is the value Not that we deserved, but the one that we needed. The value is there. Alright, we didn't get, like, Giga Blasted because we didn't have white mana, at least. Man, this is a gnarly game. I'm glad my opponent isn't, like, generic 5-color good stuff, too. That's pretty cool. We both get to explore new commanders here. Alright, well, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think we'll just cast this. Actually, we can just cast this. Haven't done that yet, so why not? We gotta make sure we never remove Perpetual on our commander moving forward. No great attacks. I suppose this is in the air. Again, I don't care about this dying. I will swing with it. And that is it. Yeah. My opponent can gain all the life they want. That just doesn't matter. I can win this game if they're at 200 life. I just want that thing to die. This spectacle is just crazy. Although it is a bit slow, you know, it's not like it draws 5 cards a turn. But, you know, take what you can get. Yeah, we just leave behind mana. Did they not block? They didn't block with Baleful Strix. Okay. There's Roxanne, which doesn't have haste. I probably should protect this. So, the blue arrow is Flicker. So Flicker, and then the orange is Kill. And I think I like to kill Roxanne. Greater Power. Yeah, it's definitely Roxanne. For sure. Oh, if no creature has greater power, it doesn't do anything. You are correct. I thought it was the target of the first one is what it looked at. Alright, never mind. Orange one was irrelevant. Who knows? Maybe they freak out. Maybe I made them freak out. Oh, it's also just crude tapped indestructible anyways. Alright. Looks like there was 2 reasons that was not going to work. Yep, that resolves. Opponent notably has not played their commander yet. I think I'm gonna Swords the Roxanne because I can't let it hit me repeatedly. Yeah, I have to kill this. I can't let this be a thing. So yeah, I mean this is the line I'm taking. I have to do that. There is no... Oh, there is a 1/2 Death Toucher. Okay, I can't swing. That is quite significant. Felia is also sort of significant. It does sort of just die in combat, though. Alright, let's blow up the Nettle Cyst. Or do I blow up the... No, I should probably blow up the Death Toucher, so I can just swing for the rest of my life. There's no more Death Touch. Unless they don't swing with Baleful Strix, obviously. Yeah, we should blow this up. Alright, so they can crew this, which doesn't do anything, so I don't care about that. They have a 7/5 blocker. Swing with you, you, you. Maybe I don't swing with the Decay Zombie anymore. I still kind of like to do that, though. And, oh, I can swing with this as well. It's got Death Touch. Okay, that's fine. If they block the zombie, that's okay. We're getting in with the commander, so... But there is an argument that letting them block with the zombie is just not really a productive idea. And we can just simply cast this. I guess I could have done it pre-combat. Whenever a non-token dies with a counter on it, make a 1/1. We put it here, because my opponent's interested in killing that. That way I at least get something out of it, I guess. Alright, I mean, we're both in top deck mode now. I have a scary looking board, but we're both at like a bajillion life. This does not kill my opponent out of nowhere. That's funny. It doesn't really do much here, but it's in play. When this attacks, draw. So when this starts to attack me, which is essentially next turn, we have problems. I can Witch Enchanter it with Felia. I can bank on trying to blow it up with something. Still swinging at me, sure. I don't think it's makes sense to take 17. My commander is kind of massive. Yeah, we're going to stop swinging with the Decayed Zombie. Alright, they sack the Baleful Strix just to move that, and they don't use it to station. But that does mean I can no longer attack with my commander, unless I get the Arabella out of the way. Okay, that was a that was also a phenomenal draw. Alright, so really good draws here. Really good draws. Start here. Exile the Nettle Cyst now. It's been a pain in my side the whole game. They are not dead. Oh, we gave flying because of the weird saga, so I can swing with Felia for free now. I didn't notice that. I'm not going to flicker my commander. It's got a bunch of stats I'd rather not lose. Swing there, 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 there. Leave back the Death Touch token. There. I cannot swing with... Oh, I can swing with the zombie now. Okay, that's fine. Let's flicker the Naturalize. Oh, does this come back? No, it comes back on the right facing. That's a thing in Modern. Alright, I recognize that line from Modern. That comes back on the right side. They can block the 1/1s that Boast made, or Mobilize, whatever. I wonder, again, if I maybe shouldn't have swung with anything that gave my opponent life. But, again, life total truly doesn't really matter. Like, if you're just ahead by a ton, it just doesn't matter. Like, they're dead next turn, maybe? It's super close. We will kill this in response to them crewing, or stationing, but I'm not going to do it now, so they have the chance of drawing a counterspell or something. Maybe because of that, I should just kill it now, but I'm not convinced that that matters. I'd rather force my opponent to invest. Yeah, that's just worth it. I'm going to force him to invest. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. The whole reason I did anything was to blow it up with the Witch Enchanter, right? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. They do get a bunch of tutus, and I'm not flying again. Yes! Look at that. Yeah, my opponent could literally be at 200 life. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm sure there's some people screaming at me that I let them gain well over 20 unnecessary life with the decay attacks, but I think growing my commander has value, and if they're at 200, it doesn't matter. I'm not sure what their outs are. I like what I saw here. This is very interesting. This is wild. This is like all over the place, but it was pretty cool. I like all that. Yeah, the 2 cards. I mean, this had 14 counters on it. This was crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, we just had cards. We were just drawing cards. But yeah, look at this board state. Oh, everything came together so nice. Cool showcase of 2 new commanders. I like that. That game was so long I could make a video out of it on its own. Yeah, I think it was over 40 life. They blocked with it when it was like a 20/20 at some point as well. It seems like alternate Omnath. Yeah. Avoision. Avoision. If you do station it, it's kind of cool, you know. It's like Niv Mizzet, except you don't immediately get the spells. You have to build up into the card advantage. The 5-color Niv Mizzet, or I guess the 5-color Omnath, also doesn't necessarily need you to build into it. You just sort of do the thing. Alright, this feels like truly the first matchup that I don't stand a chance. Not gonna lie. A lot of our cards don't interact too well with what this deck does. Why am I seeing Narset like every other game? I saw Narset all day yesterday. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on. Alright, bask in my 2/2 that will never do anything against you. Alright. I had fun. Moving on. Not going to waste my life playing against that dumbness. I want to actually play the game. I would like to play the game for real. This gives not trample? I can never remember what this does. It does not technically give trample. Ophiomancer might be very annoying. Do I turn 1 it? I think so. I feel like it's really good, but maybe it doesn't. I mean, a 1/1 Death Toucher is kind of a nightmare for this deck, but this is obviously one of the weakest turn 1 Dark Rituals. It didn't win the game, which means it might just have been inherently incorrect. Let's play our commander. Don't pretend like you're blocking. You're not blocking. Alright, well, I got into play, but now I don't have a solid grasp of pulling out of this, really. I think I trade? Actually, let's work this. No, I don't think I'm trading. No, they're not going to block anyways. They're just not going to block, so I'm not going to miss the damage. I don't know if this is better than Charming Prince, but it's a new card, so I cast it. Alright, perfect fetch land on turn 3, as is tradition. If I don't put a counter on my commander before it dies, we almost lose outright. Okay, looks like it's not gonna die. I think I would have put at least one counter on the fungus. It's a bit strange. So you bounce the Ophiomancer. Now I can swing with these two. Sure not swing with the Death Touch token, maybe. I don't know, damage is damage. Damage is damage. They can't block the thing there. Alright, they do trade with the snake. I think that's a good sign, one would argue. One would argue that. A bit surprised that they did that, honestly. I feel like maybe going to 13 was just fine. So now they need a protection spell? Or they need a way to give this trample or something. I think Tireless Provisioner would be, unfortunately, like really bad here. Sure, they did have a way to kill stuff. I'm actually winning. Wow. I'm actually just ahead. Wow. We're winning. Yeah, we're Alpha Striking. You can block the 2/2 and take 8. No, it's got Menace. Can't block it. Gotta block 2/2. We're winning. We're beating Bristly Bill. It's happening. Maybe. Not 100% out of it, but take action. So, Obsidat wins on its own in 2 turns. If they, like, prevent me from doing stuff. I can unearth the Ophiomancer. But I still have the Death Touch token. I'm not 100% sure if it was right to swing with it. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Bristly Bill with the fetch land and the double Bristly Bill thing. And they can't really block because this blows it up. Right? And then they're back to square 0. Cool. I think they really should have just... This is the second time someone played this card specifically and chose not to draw with it. I think they needed to draw a card with that at some point. I mean, they were a little choked on mana, but still. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I don't feel bad about beating Bristly Bill. It's one of the cards. One of the decks. One of the decks of all time. Heart Hole the World Seed? What? If it's from the new set, I mean, I've grazed over the new set. I couldn't tell you what it does off the top of my head. Oh, this thing, yeah. We were talking about that the other day, yeah. It's the Corvold, but just way worse. Another hand where, like, Dark Ritual doesn't do anything crazy busted, but we can't help ourselves but play against the, like, most egregious of things today. At least it's not Sithis. I guess. I'm just gonna Dark Ritual in any kind of stats and just call it a day. We will play this and not the commander. So then the commander next turn does something more impactful, I think. Oh look, exile effects. No way. So commander. There's nothing else to do here. Alright, well, they didn't exile the voice, so they did let me put this to 4. Kind of interesting. Not sure if I would have done that, but that's what my opponent did, so here we are. That's a good card. I will cast it. Alright, the damage is a-rollin'. If they deal with my commander now, I get back the other card they dealt with. Alright, so we it. Spectral shouldn't exist, let alone trigger off things. Ancient Tomb, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We can bounce this for no reason? Oh, maybe that was a mistake. I lost access to... it was actually a mistake. I should not have bounced that. Alright, I made a mistake. Made a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake, for sure. Oops. I should not have flickered that. Leave it to me. I've made quite a few mistakes. Kind of disappointing. Sure. Okay. Yep. I'm not gonna cast that. Okay, it's this card again. It's kind of ugly to tap out here. It's actually like really ugly to tap out for this, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, right, there's the tokens. I forgot about the mobilized tokens. I completely forgot about the mobilized tokens. Totally forgot. Okay. So I did make a mistake, but now Obzedat is just straight up lethal. They have to gain life now. There's no real other way to interact with Obzedat. You have to essentially gain life. Alright, yeah, wow, look at that. Get wrecked. I just beat Green White Enchantress, playing a weaker commander, so it has weaker matchups. Cool. This has been a powerhouse. Even with my misplays, I've had kind of a misplay almost every game. Sometimes a rather egregious one, but I mean, I'm doing the best I can. Nice. Real nice. Yeah, I do like Spectacle, not gonna lie. Yeah, the Felia was just a colossal misplay. The one-mana artifact that stores counters? No, I don't want that. You're talking about Ozolith? No. I mean, maybe? Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm going to dismiss that too quickly. Ozolith guarantees that my commander always shows back up as a problem. That is interesting. That is interesting. I don't hate that. Alright, if I don't draw a 1-drop, I'm going to concede. Cool. On the play is Zuza with a 1-drop. Full of talent. Full of talent. It's funny how fast our losses are. Like, the wins are taking their sweet time, but the losses are, like, instant. Maybe that's a good sign. Amalia is the Explorer one, right? Whenever you gain life, this explores. We gain life fairly consistently. Someone asked if Soren was right because we can't flip it, and we're ending games at like 55 life. Whenever you gain life, it explores. I don't hate this. I don't hate it. I don't love it though. I kind of like this. Putting the counters back on your commander is actually pretty serious. Okay, we'll try it. Yeah, I'm not gonna play Amalia right now. More life gains matters cards are not really that exciting. I mean, I do have Soren, but I don't know if I like Amalia. Maybe Amalia is just like could replace Soren or something. I will say it's a card I don't get to play very often. Like, at all. Maybe for the sake of playing it, I can just put it in here. Like, it's been a long time since I've played that card. It works with Lurrus as well. Yeah, why not? Alright, unfortunately the warp cards are still, like, the worst cards in the deck. Are any of them worth taking out here? This hasn't done anything yet. Is it the worst of the bunch? Let's see. This one's also kind of lame. I haven't played that one yet. These two are kind of lame. These two are kind of lame. I still like this, but is this better than just playing Bloodghast? Kind of, not really. Okay, we're gonna take this one out though. That one's definitely not really exciting. All right, we'll keep this one for now. We'll keep it for now. There's like the Blitz card too, the black Blitz dude that comes out of your graveyard. I'm happy Obsidat isn't useless, by the way. Shoot. Everything is okay. Teleportation Circle hasn't come up yet. Are there any good, like, crazy ETBs? Eh. Okay, Ketramos is probably never truly going to attack. I'm going to take out Ketramos. I'm taking that out. There's a lot of situations where, like, I don't have infinite ways to actually exile stuff, right? I'm not running Relic of Progenitus and stuff like that. Crab Abomination? Well, it does exist. It is in the game. Okay, Felithar's the 1/1 counter thing, I think. Attacks, sack a thing. Yeah. Sure. Why not? No Dark Ritual this time. Rip. Oh yeah, Urborg. I always forget about Urborg. Can run Urborg instead of a swamp. I will keep lands. I think I'm casting my commander on turn 2. Yeah. Kind of not the greatest thing, but sort of what our deck wants to do. It just usually spots like this, it dies every time. Alright, that is it not immediately dying. I'm not sure if the attack was on purpose, or they just want it in the graveyard. There are reasons to put that to the graveyard. Yep, we'll play this. Yeah, okay, the top part isn't actually very good, because it's only the cards in play. I got every... I asked about it, and I got every single answer. I think Tana was the right person of everyone. I got like 5 responses. It's only the ones in play, not hand, not library, not graveyard, which means I really don't like the top part at all. But so far, it hasn't been bad outside of that, I guess. Let's play you. I'm not gonna make a move. Yeah, we're not making any moves here. Wait a minute. I'm confused again. Why is Sorin a 2/1? I'm confused again. All cards in hand, library, and graveyard. Okay. Don't listen to me. I'm literally not allowed to think. Literally, just don't listen to me. Thinking is banned. Alright, they're playing a pretty honest situation kind of thing going on. I like it. I'm going to kill this. We're going to extort. I don't know if I want to kill this. I don't know if I want to kill that. I feel like I probably should kill it. Yeah, maybe we just play this and just don't extort. No, we're gonna extort. We're gonna extort. Alright, I've done all the thinking I'm allotted for the turn. Yeah, this actually flips Sorin, right? Okay, I didn't mentally register that. Doesn't this just kill it? Oh, shoot. Look at me acting like other lines were better. Sure. Oh, that is the most satisfying heaped harvest I've ever seen. I love it. Just get that land. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you get that land. Yeah, get that land. I think Sorin is now a huge problem. Alright, there we go. I found it. There's nothing I can do. They did have to do that. They should probably do it again. Actually, they should absolutely do it again, because they have a permanent in play. So I can't blow anything up with my commander. Resolves. Now we have to pay attention. Command zone. Decline. Okay. Almost spam click that. Submit. Nothing. Hey! The man, the myth, the legend. We will play it now. My opponent's at 11. I would like to put my commander in play, but I mean, let's just do this. I could thin my deck of lands with these fetch lands. I don't really know what holding them even does, except give me more life. They did not hard cast that at 5? Okay, I would have done that, probably. Kind of surprising, honestly. Maybe they just don't value the 5/5? I don't know why not. I have a 5/5 hasting threat next turn that you actually know about. Must be a removal spell then. Yeah, I don't know what else makes you do that. Yep, there's a Urborg. We can just get planes all day. Yeah, it looks like there's a removal spell. Alright, fair enough. Okay, maybe not. Oh, there has to be if the game's over. There has to be. They let this resolve first. Shouldn't have done that. Yep. I could have eerie interluded that. But I don't think I'd want to do that. Let's pay 3 life and pass. Alright, so Bitter Blossom will now kill our opponent without a way to gain life. They have food tokens. Tragic. I can blow one of them up. It's kind of funny. They just send it. Okay. Just straight up send it. Are they dead here? Take 4. Okay, yeah, I think they're dead, right? They take 4 damage. I kill the 5/5 with this. They take 4. They block. They're not dead. If I cut down, they take 6 damage, go to 1, and then Bitter Blossom kills them. Alright, so they're dead to that line. Alright, we got him. Nice. The Saga let us flip Sorin because it put it at 2 power. Right? Yeah. Although, did I have a double extort? No, I didn't. I think that was the only way to flip Sorin. Alright. So far, a wildly successful commander. I'd say maybe the biggest downsides are... Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just play the 5/5. I think maybe the biggest downsides are we get, like, totally hosed by, like, the crazy openers that this format is, not shy about. Ooh, I mean, alright, whatever. Yeah, the control decks are kind of stopping us. I think if there's like ever some kind of I don't know if that's like a new thing though. It's kind of how life is, really. Boop. We want more mana. I forgot to add Herb Ward. Someone will have to remind me. I'm gonna play Oslet Pride. I'm gonna play that. Oh, it looks like they have Pact of Negation. It's not Subtlety, so Pact of Negation. I don't know what else it could be. I've never seen this card before. They have to kill Oslet. There's no way they just trade. Wow. That's insane. That's insane. Well, I mean, now I'm just going to cast this. That is crazy. They just traded damage with the Oslet Pride. Alright, I mean, yeah. They're doing their thing. Seek a thing. So they found a 1-mana card. Probably, yeah, that's the answer to this. That's kind of why I wanted to kill this, but I didn't. This is a really wild card to me. I like it. Alright, let's play nothing. Because I think that's funny. We can warp this. I'm not casting my commander, obviously. Yeah, alright, we'll warp this. That's fine. Just play something I think is probably not really a big deal. Flare. Alright, I didn't account emotionally or mentally for Flare. I will let them get another Power Stone. Yeah, we'll let them get another Power Stone, because they can't Seek this turn, and I can't imagine the Power Stone is very valuable to them. I could be wrong, but this is probably just the correct line. I am a black-white deck, so they're somewhat incentivized to actually cast their commander. They did not. Kind of tragic. Alright, rip. Now I have to make a move. Okay. I'm at 11. I'm at 11 and they do not want this in play. I'm going to assume that is really good for me. Let's do this. I'm just going to mill it. I am at 11. This can be a problem. All of these are good. I guess I'll take the Skyclave as an answer to something my opponent may or may not have. Yeah, Cauldron Familiar is not at its best in this format. Alright, sure. I think the Overlord was definitely the right line then. Let's play you. Play you. This. Maybe I should have swung first. Oh, hey, it's Felia. What do you know? Look at that. More problems. Alright, so they did draw a bunch of cards, but we also have a bunch of cards, I guess. Eerie Interlude. Looking pretty good here. Esper Sentinel might do nothing because the Power Stones. Nope. Bask in this 1/1. Invert Polarity. Okay. Oh, we did it. We did it. We beat Grixis Control. We did it. Ugh. Eerie Interlude was going to be a problem. It certainly was. If they had a sweeper, just bloop. And then, actually, they're dead, right? They take 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they're not dead to Eerie Interlude. They're not dead to Eerie Interlude. It's super close, though. I mean, they take 8 damage, right? That's all it is. Put in a, yeah, they just take 8. So it's not lethal, but they haven't really gotten out of it, and Felia would still be my hand. Sweet. That was a weird Power Stone generating card, though. I don't think I've ever played it. When they first cast it, I thought it was the shark thing, but it just wasn't. Kind of cool. I'm sure there is some reason they have Power Stones. Otherwise, it is just like a weird version of anything that draws 2 cards a turn. I mean, it's just desperation. I wouldn't say it's odd. I think it just means they have nothing, and they needed to find something. I think that's what that was. That's all that really was. They're just looking for something. Kethis is a combo deck. I'll keep this on speculation. Oh, I forgot to add Herb Ward. It's a funny time that I always remember at like the moment at which it doesn't make any sense to remember. I have not seen Kethis combo in like 6, 7 months. Can't say I am too well pitted against it, but I guess I have cards I can cast. I don't know. I'm sure since I played it last, it's only gotten better. Grief. I like that. I like that. Have to play this as a land. There are reasons to play it this way. Yeah, we're gonna Grief the Overlord. How does this work? I do that. That goes on the stack. I see the hand. It's got dumb spaghetti in it. Get rid of you. Do this. Alright. Brief scam. Get rid of... this. I don't like that. And I can swing. Alright, they can do random stuff that might matter. Do we expect our opponent to block? When your opponent casts their second spell, enters, return target non-creature, non-permanent. Okay, that's not really doing anything. I think I'll just warp it for the sake of warping something. I'd rather my opponent not get the counter. And yeah, there's no attack. Oh, yes there is. Yes there is. Yes there is. because they have to lose the Elvish Mystic or the Lotho. Okay. And we do not cast anything, because I don't want Lotho to give him a treasure token. Alright, Commander's at 4, where we want it. Alright. Do we do this for 2? Might just have to full stop do it for 2 here. It also gives them a treasure token, so I probably would. Opponent would have to recognize they're also behind. And they did hit a land, which is very bad. There's only Pock in the graveyard for this weird reanimate spell, so... unfortunately, I really want to play Obzidot, and I don't know if the next treasure... 4, 5, 6... Yeah, the next treasure token is irrelevant. So we're just gonna send this. There's not really any good attack, though. If they trade with Kethis... Actually, no, that's totally fine. Oh, hold it. Maybe I should have swung with both, if I thought that was what was going to happen. Alright. Reanimating Pock does not do anything, so let's hope that's all they can do. It does put, like, a creature in play that has stats. Okay, so they go with the Giant X spell a second time. This is where Kethis is, like, just degenerately stupid. I'm certainly not winning anymore. But maybe we can still make a show of it? Teleportation circle, what is that even... What is that doing? Targeting grief with it? Sure. There is no move? And then play circle. Oh, I could have killed him with Lotho. I didn't see it, though. I didn't see it. I could have killed him with Lotho. No, I didn't have a viable target for cut down. I could not have done that. Alright, never mind. Teleport my commander? Well, I don't want to lose the stats on it. Looks like that might not be a great idea. Okay. Oh yeah, Ozolith. But I mean... okay, maybe there was logic there. Did I find another way to blunder? Just blunder in left, right, and center today? I am finding the blunder lines. So, now what do we do? How do we win? Nope. Nope. Problems. We have problems here. Take action. Okay, we're gonna do it the right way this time. We're doing it the right way this time. Alright, this Ozolith has been ideal, to say the least. Okay. Lotho's in play. You cannot cast another spell or you lose. I don't even know if they should have put Lotho in play. Oops! Oh no! Oh no! Opponent! Ooh. Alright, so were they just dead if they didn't make that mistake? I think they were. Yeah, we had double spell. We had double spell, so they were dead anyways, technically, but they definitely just did it for me. Yeah, I think killing Kethis is always right there, because Liliana would be a problem if they reanimated it with this, and then they could minus it again, and then they could just get rid of Lotho and not die. So I had to kill Kethis. But yeah, we played around this thing, thankfully, but you can see where Kethis doesn't really need to do anything to just become crazy. But I haven't seen it in quite a while. A significant while. I don't know if it's tier 1 anymore, but it was last I saw it. It does play against Keenan. Alright, we take those. We take those. Opponent tried to throw. Well, throw they did. They just forgot they had cards that had text on them, I guess. He's 1.5 now, too? Alright. Sure? This is weird. I don't know, it's against Elspeth. Is it weird? Oop, I spoiled the Solitude. Lose to Minotaur. Send it. Swords. Get lost. Ossification. Please Path Exile. I would like that one. Do it. Do it! Oh. Alright, so... kind of a slow hand. Kind of a really slow hand. This is... wait, is this a true token deck? Wait a minute. Hold on. Is this true tokens? Oh, it is! I don't know if I get lost these. It feels ridiculous. Do I do anything here? Yeah, I'll swing. I have the cheat death. Opponent, you're supposed to block. Ugh. Whatever. This is a really not good look from us so far. But maybe we can do something. So far, haven't done anything, really. Sure. Sure. I'm gonna blow that up, because the stats matter. Unfortunately. I could have blocked and cheat deathed and blew something up that way as well if I wanted to. I'm not gonna Solitude the Explore target. Chat, should I Solitude the Explore target? Wait a minute. What if I Solitude the Explore target and then did this? Okay. We take that. Let's get a swim. Alright. How's it at? Getting in there. Commander is at the right line of text now that Elspeth doesn't just inherently win. Although they can just simply plus it. I'm sitting here assuming they're automatically going to -3. But plussing it is probably just actually just better. It's not like you can't continuously block. Yeah, we don't have enough going on, I don't think. Also, I had to go 4 minutes ago, so hopefully this game ends soon. Either way. I think this is a good sign. I mean, it doesn't matter where this goes, but it looks like they're contemplating it. Sure. I mean, we had castable cards, it just was all really slow and clunky. And my commander, upon it dying, will probably not do much. Wow, they're running Soul Warden, really? That's crazy. I don't normally like that kind of effect in tokens. They keep the Soul Warden. That's wild. Winter Moon, sure. You got it. Alright, Obsidian. You know what to do. You know what to do, buddy. I'm going to show my opponent the correct mana here. I would imagine you just chump block. You know, you could double block, but then Solitude is a card. So I probably wouldn't do that. Okay, we're doing stuff, and my opponent's playing Soul Warden with their commander, which gains some life. I think I have to respond to the Soul Warden. Yeah, I don't want them to draw with the vampire, obviously, so I should do something about that. Might have wanted to just do that before they made any sort of move, but I know what they're drawing, so it's not like this is changing what's happening. Unless they have, like, some crazy reprieve. Sure. Have to prevent the card draw. Trade commanders? Nope. Again, they can somewhat reasonably just block forever. So we're not necessarily winning this. I also don't actually have anything in my hand. We're not in a position to not swing all out, so I'm going to swing all out. They make too many tokens, though. Okay, they take 10. More than I thought I was going to get through. Maybe Solitude attacking was unnecessary. Alright. Exile. And they can still choose to minus Elspeth whenever they want. It's not like that option is gone. I'm going to get the Surveil land. I don't care about Winter Moon, obviously. I'm losing extremely quickly here. Wow. No, I don't know if Soul Rodent was the right take. I still feel like I'm always getting rid of this. It looks like it's going to work out for him, regardless. I'm not sure what I could possibly draw. Okay, they figured out plus, I guess. Okay. Opponent taking their sweet time. Opponent, I have to go, please. Just swing. Do things. Yeah, Sword is doing some work. I can blow up the thing if my commander dies with their thing flipped, so... It's not like the worst thing ever. Like, I can block and then blow this up. But then I die after. Because I'm not, like, doing anything against Elspeth. I'm gonna poke this because I think they're double blocking no matter what, but I'm gonna force them to double block instead of just getting a free chump block. Because it has a menace. Alright, Obzadot cannot come back anymore. It was just tapped. It still grows my commander. It doesn't really do anything though. Reanimate? No. No. Larissa's funny. I couldn't block anyways, because the Elspeth just gives flying. There's no reason to exile this. I know it makes my opponent lose... Or no, it doesn't, because they gain 2 life. So, I just gain 2 life, but I think I'll just keep the 5/5 in play. But it's not really doing anything. I'm also dead super fast to the Elspeth 0. Yeah, I'm dead in... It's actually 2 attacks, actually. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't think Soul Warden saw those. Huh. I guess it does. Alright. Unfortunately, our last game was against, like, the slowest human on Earth, but I could have conceded 10 minutes ago. Alright. Yep, the opening hand was just... It had cards, they all mattered, but in the long run they didn't matter, so... I was actually kind of keeping my hand under the assumption my opponent was playing a control kind of Elspeth, because I don't really ever see the token one. But yeah, we didn't draw any flickers. There was just so much that we definitely needed. Alright, I'm done. I gotta go. I might not even have time for my outro. I don't think I do have time for my outro. Shoot. Maybe I'll hold off on it later. I don't want to, though. Let's see, can I bang it out really quickly? I don't think I can. Chat, I don't think I can actually have my outro in time. There's just no way. Because you know what's going to happen. I'm going to ramble for 20 minutes. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say I'm not going to, but then I'm going to do it. So, I'm going to do the outro. I'll record the outro later. And then I'll just plug it into the... the YouTube video at the end. So, that's where it'll be. But, if I could rate this deck, I guess a 10 out of 10. I like what it's doing. The commander is viable. The strategy is fun, which is kind of just like what it's doing again. So I'll redact that one. No, that's about it. I guess, yeah, I like what it does. It's fun. It's unique in what it's doing. And it is functional. It can play against everything. Which is really cool. I didn't expect that. Oh yeah, Herbivore. Yeah, like... Yeah. Urborg for next deck. Urborg for next deck. Yeah, this commander is actually really good. I was able to play against the strongest things in the game. So, quite promising. Quite promising. Yeah, alright, no, I can't do it. If I start talking now, I won't stop talking. So, alright, GG's. That was fun. Yep, that's all I've got. I don't know if I'll be around tomorrow. Most likely, though. Wednesdays and Thursdays are still the weird days for me, but... Hey, it's a new set. Gotta make exceptions, right? I'm a slave to the content. Slave to the On the bright side, this... I think I already talked about it, but the set doesn't have a bunch of new commanders, so... Like, there's actually... not too many new commanders to play. So, like, if I'm to do stuff over the course of, what is it, the 2-month life cycle now? So some of these commanders are actually just, I will never play. Like, I'm not going to ever play this thing. I don't think this is actually real. Some of these aren't even real. Yeah, there's maybe 10? There's like 10? And what do we have? Oh, it doesn't even tell you the expiration date of this. It's 2 months, though, right? And then Spider... Lameness? Spider-Man? In 2 months? Right? What's next? It says the date in the orb screen? 54 days. Okay. Huh. So, yeah, we won't have 54 days of new commanders, that's for sure. Final Fantasy kind of felt like there was 54 days of new commanders, but probably not this time. And that's probably not going to keep happening. That's not an expected thing to continuously happen. Let's get that one. Yeah, it's not going to be Spider-Man on Arena because of, like, Marvel Snap exists and they don't want Spider-Man on 2 different card games on 2 different clients. So it's not going to be Spider-Man. It'll actually... It might actually be really cool. It might actually be really cool. Yeah, Final Fantasy has a lot of legendaries and it had a lot of guest appearances, which added to Magic. I haven't even finished playing all of the Final Fantasy cards. I haven't even finished. There's still more to play. I haven't even finished. Arachnid Man, yeah. Spider Queen. Someone had a mock-up of a Spider-Man art, and it looked so cool. But like a Spider-Man Magic version. But because it was, you know, it just looked so cool. Oh, that's the best thing to end on. Alright, now I have to end it. Look at it. We did it. We did it. I don't know what this is going to be, but it's going to be something. Maybe it'll be another copy of Ancient Tomb. Huge. Alright, see ya. I gotta go. I'm gonna sit here and talk if I don't.